Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna. So let's pay our obeisances to Lord Ramachandra before starting to speak about his pastimes. So please repeat after me. Ramam Ramanujam Sita Bharatam Bharatanujam Sugrivam Vayusunam Cha Pranamami Punaha Punaha. We pay our obeisances to Lord Ramachandra and Srimati Sita Devi, the brothers of Lord Ram, Bharat, Shatrughna and Lakshman, his dear friend Shri Sugriv ji, and his dearmost devotee, the son of Vayu, Hanuman ji. We pay our obeisances again and again. Hare Krishna. So happy to see all of you here. And Ram Navami is approaching soon, just 2 days more to go. So it's good to hear about Lord Ramachandra. How many of you have never heard about Ramchandra? All of you know. And we just completed entire Ramayana, right? By chanting Nama Ramayana, it covers from beginning to end everything. So in that sense, should we speak about Lord Ram again? I mean, all of you know already, isn't it? It's very famous. But anyway, hearing it again and again develops the love, inspires us to serve, and in our heart, the contamination which we carry goes away. That is the power of Katha, the Ram Katha. The K stands for knowledge. That's Katha, beginning. So first thing we get when we hear about Lord Ramachandra or any Katha, so K stands for knowledge. All of you hear carefully because it's my habit that after lecture I ask questions, especially those who are sitting in front. So you have a choice if you wish to shift back. So K stands for Katha. A stands for absorption. When you hear about Krishna, when you hear about Lord Ramachandra, so then the purpose is to absorb ourselves completely, fully in the spiritual realm, in the pastimes of Krishna, in the pastimes of Lord Ramachandra. Because as of now, we are absorbed so much materially that it is very difficult for us to even think about Krishna 24 hours a day, or 20 hours a day, or 10 hours a day, or 1 hour a day, or 1 minute a day. Very difficult for us. So that's why Katha gives us the knowledge, because knowledge is the basis of devotional service. Otherwise, bhakti becomes just sentiments. So knowledge is something which informs us, which can transform our consciousness from material to spiritual. And second is absorption, Ka. And the T is teaching. When we hear Katha regularly, we are able to teach others. As Prabhupada writes in the introduction of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, that we'll be able to defeat others, the philosophies, the other philosophies. So we will be able to teach, we'll be able to tell them, preach others. Helps. If you don't hear, if you're not a good listener, you cannot be a good speaker. So that is T. And then H is for higher goals. Unless we hear the spiritual topics, our goals remain on a very, very low level. As it is said, there is a saying that there is no harm in having a very high goal and not achieving it. Many times it happens that we keep very, very high goals and we are not able to achieve it. So there is no harm in having very high goal and not achieving it. But the problem is to have a lower goal and achieve it. So that is why when you hear about spiritual topics, when you hear about Krishna Katha, what happens is that we are able to understand the higher goals and try to achieve them. And the last A in Katha is Katha helps us in appearance of Krishna in our heart. That is the purpose of human life. The rarity, the speciality of human life is not that we are able to make nuclear bombs. It's not that we are able to control certain territory of the earth. The rarity, the speciality of human life is that we can capture Krishna as a prisoner in our heart. So that is the purpose of human life. So when we hear Katha, we gain knowledge, we absorb ourselves in the pastimes, we learn a lot to teach others. At the same time, we understand what is the goal or higher goal in life or the highest goal in life. And then we allow Krishna to appear in our heart. That is Katha. That's why we should go on hearing Katha. When we talk of Ram Katha, many times people think it's not relevant in today's world. Something happened 900,000 years ago. How can it be relevant today? But Ram Katha is very much relevant today. Ravan is relevant today. So Ram also has to be relevant today. As Ravan had troubled at that time when Ravan was there, so he had troubled people, caused misery to the people. Even today we have Ravan in the form of injustice, in the form of corruption, in the form of suffering. Ravan is still here. And we need the birth of Lord Ramachandra to remove all this, to remove the injustice, to remove the corruption, to remove the moral decay which we see in the world. The morality is at its lowest today. That is Ravana. So don't think Ravan means only a personality with 10 heads and that is only Ravana. Even today we have Ravana in the form of these things. And we can see that morality has gone to its lowest. So then that is why there is need of Lord Ram's birth, which will bring hope for truth and justice. So Ram is very much relevant today. We can think that no, today, now we are very advanced age. We have artificial intelligence, right? Have you heard this word, artificial intelligence? Most of you may be using it, right? Chat GPT and artificial intelligence. And what are you talking about, Ram? Look at us. We are in an era of artificial intelligence. So let me tell you, this artificial intelligence was there with Ravana also. Ravan was using artificial intelligence, only in a different form. He could create a lot of demons out of nothing. And these demons were expert in themselves. They did not be told, do this, do that, like artificial intelligence. You don't have to tell, do this, you just have to order and everything comes. Same with this. So Ravan was using artificial intelligence. So don't be proud that we have advanced because we are using artificial intelligence. So even at that time, Ravan did it, but what he did, he misused his powers. So that is why whenever there is ethics being promoted, Lord Ram takes birth. Wherever there is family values and relationship being promoted, Lord Ram takes birth, which is unfortunately deteriorating in this world. We have broken relationship, we have self-centered lives. But then Lord Ram takes birth when values are promoted. When we talk of Ravan, each of us have Ravana within us, ego. So that ego definitely is Ravan. That is why Ram Rajya cannot come in our heart. जब तक अहंकार का रावण है, राम राज्य हृदय में नहीं आएगा. As long as we have this ego. So that is also Ravana. In fact, the greatest battle for all of us is the inner battle which we have with our mind, with our ego. Ravan represents arrogance, greed. But what is the birth of Lord Ram? If Ravana is representing arrogance, greed, ambitions, Ravana was very ambitious, over ambitious. So many times amongst the devotees, we see this Ravan, Ravan of ambition, Ravan of arrogance, Ravan of greed. So as devotees, we are trying our best to come out of it. I can see all of you. I don't see any of you being arrogant, right? You don't have ego at all. And what to talk of greed? Greed, you've forgotten the spelling also, right? As devotees, you don't even remember what's the spelling of greed. And then ambitions. What ambitions we have as devotees, right? No ambitions. Das, das, dasanudas. Do you have any ambitions? Huh? To serve Vaishnava, see? This is the Vaishnava, right? We have no ambition. We are only surrendered to Krishna fully. We have only mission of Srila Prabhupada in front of us. No ambitions. Am I right? No. On paper, I'm right. This is what it should be. But our ambitions come in between. So a devotee has to choose between ambition and mission. Whether my ambitions are important or the mission is important. Hanumanji chose the mission of Lord Ram as his life and soul, and Ravan chose ambition as his life and soul. So now it is up to us whether you want to be a Ravana or you want to be Ram or you want to be Hanuman who can serve in the mission. So for us, very important to take the mission of Srila Prabhupada, mission of Gurudev, to be the life and soul. Our ambitions do not matter because our ambitions will take us down. So wherever there are ambitions, wherever there is arrogance, wherever there is greed, Ravan is there. And that is why there is a need of self-control, humility and devotion. That is birth of Lord Ram. So even today, Ram is born every time a leader chooses to be honest against corruption. A leader or a devotee chooses mission over ambition, Lord Ram is born. Every time when we see a person controls his ego, his greed, his arrogance, Ram is born. So Lord Ram is very, very relevant even in today's world. Because the laziness, the Prabhupada used to explain that in today's times we are very lazy. Lazy for spiritual practices, for spiritual progress. Otherwise we are not lazy, isn't it? But when you are called for the program, then, if the program is at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, and we know it will end by 8:30, quarter to 9. So then let's go by quarter to 9. That's the time. We're very lazy. Manda sumanda matayo manda bhagya hi upadritaha. In that, Prabhupada writes that they're lazy for spiritual progress, for spiritual practices. So that is Kumbhakarna. He was always sleeping. Mahaprabhu's moment is to awaken all of us. Jiva jago, Gora Chand bole. And what are we doing? Sleeping in the lap of Maya. That is Kumbhakarna. So if we are becoming lazy, if we are not enthusiastic about serving Krishna, if we are not enthusiastic about serving the spiritual master, if we are not following the instructions of spiritual master, we are Kumbhakarna. The Kumbhakarna is still there. And then we have in our heart this laziness, anger, other things. These are all Kumbhakarna. So we want the sun of devotion to rise. So we have to wake up. We have to awaken Kumbhakarna. He's sleeping. As long as you keep sleeping, the sun of devotion will not rise. So that's why very, very relevant to have Lord Ram's pastimes and learn from that. Because Lord Ram stands for righteousness, stands for awareness, motivation, and action. That is Lord Ram. So we have to understand that these are the pastimes which are going to help us develop righteousness, develop awareness about the purpose of life. And they are going to motivate us to achieve that purpose. And at the same time, we will put into action what we learn. So that is Lord Ram. And I thought today we will speak about Navada Bhakti in Ramayana. We'll start today. Hopefully we'll end by tomorrow, depending on Lord Ram's desire. Willing, Lord Ram willing. So there is Navada Bhakti. We know all of us, right? What are the 9 forms? Shravana Kirtan Smarana Bandhana Pad Sevan Dasyare Pujan Sakhi Jan Atma Nivedan Govind Das Abhilashare. So we have 9 forms of devotional service, Navada Bhakti, and for each of them there is a devotee who perfects his life through that process. Right. So for Shravanam we have, be louder, Parikshit Maharaj. For Kirtan, Shukadev Goswami. Smaran, Prahlad Maharaj. And what's it, Padasevanam? Lakshmi. And Vandanam, Akrura. And what else is the next? Archanam, Prithu Maharaj. Sakhyam, Dasyam, Hanumanji. And Atmanivedan, and all 9, Ambarish Maharaj. Savai Manah Krishna Padaravindayo Vachansi Vaikuntha Gunanu Varnane Karo Harir Mandir Marjanadishu. So for Ambarish Maharaj it is said. So let's see all these 9 processes in Ramayana. We have some examples. There are, for each process, I could think of a lot of examples, but I've chosen only very few. So it is not that what I'm speaking, these are the only examples. There can be many other. But let's take some examples of Navada Bhakti. So the first one is Shravanam, hearing. And when I was thinking about it and I was reading, I feel that for Shravanam, in Ramayana we have various devotees. And one of them, very powerful in Shravanam, is Shabari. Right? You can't even think of Shabri. No, no, she just gave bear, that's all, and that's what we know. Now, Shabri is for Shravanam. Why? Because of her faith in the words of her Guru. Shabri was serving her Guru, Matanga Rishi, in the ashram. And then he was leaving with all his disciples. But he told Shabri, you stay here, Lord Ram will come. You'll have darshan. And just on those words, on that faith in the Guru's words, she stayed there. In spite of people, you know, chastising her, criticizing her, telling her, just go away. What do you think who you are that Lord Ram will come for you? But she had faith in the words of Guru. That is called Shravanam. Shravanam means to have complete faith on what you hear. And she had complete faith. She was not waiting, thinking that I'm a great devotee and Lord Ram will come. She was not thinking that I'm a very low born person and that is why Lord will come. She wasn't thinking that due to my devotion I will attract Lord Ram. She was thinking it is the power of the words of my Guru that Lord Ram will come. So that is why Shravanam is Shabari, where she has complete faith in the words of her spiritual master. The first instruction which we receive from this Navada Bhakti beginning in Ramayana is develop that attachment or that faith in the words of the Guru, spiritual master. What Shabri had. She heard and she fully believed that yes, Rama ayenge, Rama ayenge, right? So that's the Shravanam. That's how we should hear. And when Lord Ram came and Shabri was there, it is mentioned that he gave knowledge. She heard again from Lord Ram. And after hearing, being fully realized, you can imagine hearing from Lord Ram as Arjuna was hearing from Krishna. So she heard, she was fully realized. And then Lord Ram asked her, tell me, what do you want? I'm ready to give you whatever you want. Now you see, here's an opportunity for a devotee. If Krishna comes in front of you and says, okay, I'm ready to give you what you want, what will be our desire? What will we ask? Any of you? I know you don't want to say it. I can understand. Because your desire will be a desire of that old lady, right? Maybe all of you can come in front. There's no space behind. So please come. All of you can come up to the stage. And some of you can come even on the stage. I don't mind. Except Vyasasan, wherever you wish to sit. I have no problem. This is for next some time. It is reserved for me. Okay. Yeah, bus. That's now we can wait. Hanji, you want to speak Hindi? अच्छा, ओह, हमें नहीं पता था. So अभी हमें कहा है कि हिंदी में भी बोलिए, नहीं तो आपको अगली बार यहाँ अनुमति नहीं मिलेगी आने की. So अभी थोड़ा सा कठिन होता है टू स्पीक इन इंग्लिश ऑल्सो एंड हिंदी ऑल्सो. आधा सेंटेंस इंग्लिश में, आधा इंग्लिश में, हिंदी में. तो जिनको हिंदी नहीं समझ में आती वो आधा समझते नहीं है इंग्लिश को, और जिनको इंग्लिश नहीं आती वो आधा हिंदी नहीं समझते. बट फिर भी प्रयास करेंगे. सॉरी, इट्स ओके, आई विल मैनेज. कुछ थोड़ा बहुत हम ही ट्रांसलेट कर लेंगे अपना. Yeah, but it's better to have one language. अच्छा है, लेकिन ठीक है. So भगवान राम ने शबरी को ज्ञान दिया. तो अब भगवान सामने है. Lord Ram is asking, tell me, what do you want? So what will we ask? We'll ask, some petty things. I'm 100% sure. कुछ पूछ लेंगे कि भगवान वो लड़की की शादी नहीं हो रही, 2 दिन, लड़का नहीं मिल रहा, कुछ भेज दो किसी को. भगवान ठीक है. It's like that old lady who was carrying the wood on her head. She was carrying the bundle of wood pieces on her head, and then it fell down और सब खुल गया, and then उसने बोला भगवान मेरी मदद करो, भगवान आए सामने, भगवान ने कहा क्या चाहिए, बोले लकड़ी को बांध कर मेरे सर पे रख दीजिए, बस इतना ही. Our desires are like that. हमारी इच्छाएं वही है, भगवान को वही कहने वाले, बस ये लकड़ी का बंडल उठा के, और कुछ नहीं चाहिए हमें. That is why I always tell, I have been telling this for years, that प्रश्न आता है कि किससे मांगे फिर, भौतिक इच्छा भी तो भगवान से ही तो मांगेंगे ना, किसके पास जाएंगे, भगवान से मांगना है. तो आप बोलते हो कि नहीं मांगना नहीं मांगना, फिर कहाँ जाए मांगने के लिए. तो ठीक है, हम कह रहे मांगो, जितना मांगना है मांगो. Go and ask Krishna whatever you want. And take a big list also, no problem. I want this, I want money, I want power, I want fame, I want a good job in Bahrain, I'm not getting this, that's whatever you want, you ask. But add one sentence in the end, definitely. आखिर में एक सेंटेंस डालना है, क्या है, भगवान मेरी बात सुनना नहीं. That's all. Then you can ask whatever you want. No problem. Then in the end, you say, please don't listen to me. Do what is best for me. As Arjuna did. For whole one chapter, he was just going on. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this. Will happen if I do this. This will happen. He said everything, right? But what happens in the second chapter, 7th verse? He says, Yat Shreyasyan Nishchitam Bruhi Tanme Shishyasteham Shadhimam Tvam Prapanna. Whatever is good for me, you tell me that. Forget about what I have said, everything. So this is the process. We should do that. But Shabri is there now. Ramachandra is asking, okay, what do you want? Okay, forget about material things. She could have asked, please take me back home, back to Godhead. Isn't it at least that we will ask? That fed up of this world, बहुत हो गया, जीना यहाँ मरना यहाँ, I want to go back, जाना है वापस. That she could have asked. She didn't ask that also. And she said, please send me there where my guru is. मुझे वहां भेजिए जहां मेरे गुरु हैं. I just want to continue serving my guru. That is called devotion. That is called surrender. This is Shravana. So she heard from Guru, had full faith in the words of the Guru that Lord Ram will come. Lord Ram came, and when Lord Ram asked, where do you want to go? I want to go back to my Guru. So that is why we should learn from Shabri the surrender, the dedication, what we should have for the spiritual master. Just we should not go on speaking the verses that spiritual master is as good as God. Of course, he is not God. We know that. Prabhupada very emphatically mentioned all these things. So yes, he is not God. We know. But he is a representative of God. Yasya deve para bhakti yatha deve tatha guru tasyait katitam yartham prakashante mahatmanaha. You want to learn scriptures, you want to have knowledge, it is not possible unless you worship Guru. That's what Shastra says. Yasya deve para bhakti yatha deve tatha guru. As you are worshipping the Supreme Lord, Bhagwan ki jaise bhakti kar rahe hain, वैसे भक्ति गुरु की होनी चाहिए. गुरु गोविंद दोनों खड़े काके लाग उपाय, बलिहारी गुरु आपने गोविंद दिया मिलाए. If both are standing, when we enter, we first pay obeisances to Srila Prabhupada, and then we go and pay obeisances to Krishna. Isn't it bad? Who is greater, Prabhupada or Krishna? You look like Mayavadis. Huh? That's what they say. Krishna, of course we know. Who doesn't know? Is Prabhupada greater than Krishna? That is Lord's mood. So Prabhupada, in one sense, he is not greater. What is his value? Prabhupada's value is that he is devotee of Krishna. Why do we worship Prabhupada? Do we worship Prabhupada because he is an old person? Do we worship Prabhupada because he is a Bengali? Do we worship Prabhupada because he went to US? Do we worship Prabhupada because he started an institution? No. We worship because he is a pure devotee of. So his value is because of Krishna, right? So we worship him because he's a devotee of Krishna. So obviously, Lord is, that is why He's outside and the Lord is in the altar. But still, we give more importance to Prabhupada. Why? Because He's the one who will take us to Krishna. So first we pay obeisances to Guru. So this is for the Shabri, first one, Shravanam. That we should have such, ऐसा श्रवण होना चाहिए, गुरु के शब्दों में पूर्ण विश्वास होना चाहिए. हमें अपनी बुद्धि नहीं लगानी चाहिए. गुरु महाराज ने कहा ये करो तो हम सोचे महाराज ये तो ठीक है लेकिन मुझे लगता है, नो लगता है वक्ता है, कोई शब्द नहीं. जस्ट डू इट. यू सीन दैट साइन, जस्ट डू इट. नाइक शूज का, जस्ट डू इट. दिस जस्ट डू इट फॉर गुरुज वर्ड्स. गुरु मुख पद्म वाक्य चीते ते करिया ऐक्य आर न करी हमने आशा. So that first one, Shravan, is for Shabri. Then Kirtan, second one comes. Now Kirtan, who did Kirtan? Love and Kush, right? When Valmiki composed Ramayana, 24,000 verses, so he was looking for someone who can actually memorize them and then go and sing, not just memorize, go and speak, do the kirtan. But then he found Love and Kush in his ashram. So he taught them. And they were wonderfully, they memorized the whole Ramayana. And then they started singing it. Where? In the streets of Ayodhya. अयोध्या की गलियों में गा रहे हैं. और उनका गाना, उनका कीर्तन इतना महत्वपूर्ण था, इतना शक्तिशाली था कि इट अट्रैक्टेड द अटेंशन ऑफ लॉर्ड रामचंद्र. सच्चा कीर्तन वो है जो कृष्ण को आकर्षित करे. हम लोग तो कीर्तन करते हैं लोगों को आकर्षित करने के लिए, है ना. बड़ी ट्यून में गाते हैं, बड़ा. अभी भी कीर्तन मेला खत्म हुआ, हम कुछ बोलना नहीं चाहते हैं. सो बहुत सारा मेलोडियस, ये वो अच्छी बात है, लेकिन कीर्तन सबसे अच्छा होता है जो कृष्ण को आकर्षित करे. हमारा अनुभव है. वी in the year 2000 or even before that, year 2000 and all, we used to go for book distribution. So we that time कुछ ये सब था नहीं, तो एक कैसेट डालने का एक क्या कहते थे उसको, सोनी का वॉकमैन आता था. हम उसको लगाते थे और उसको कनेक्ट करते थे स्पीकर से, टेबल लगाते थे, and then we used to play. So at that time we had few more cassettes also of some other people and all, and Prabhupada. We have experience that at that time, general public, not devotees, the maximum cassettes used to go where of Prabhupada. People used to hear, said, wo wala chahiye. Prabhupada's Kirtan. And what is Prabhupada's Kirtan? Is it very melodious? Tunes bahut hai. Simple Kirtan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Simple kirtan. And it changed the lives of thousands and thousands and thousands of devotees just by hearing those words. So best kirtan is which attracts Krishna. ऐसा कीर्तन होना चाहिए. So Love Kush did that. उन्होंने ऐसा कीर्तन किया गलियों में कि रामचंद्र जी भी कहले कौन है ये, बुलाओ बुलाओ, वी वांट टू हियर. ही वांटेड टू हियर हिज ओन ग्लोरीज. जस्ट इमेजिन लव कुश विल बी सिटिंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ लॉर्ड रामचंद्र एंड से, अयोध्या नाम की एक नगरी है और उसमें दशरथ रहते थे और फिर उसमें राम का जन्म हुआ, एंड लॉर्ड राम इज हियरिंग. When I speak about this अयोध्या नगरी, recently जब भगवान का, राम का अयोध्या मंदिर बनने वाला था तो बहुत सारे गाने फेमस हुए थे. उसमें एक गाना ये भी था ना, नगरी हो अयोध्या सी, रघुकुल सा घराना हो, और चरण हो राघव के जहाँ मेरा ठिकाना हो. कोई गाना था बाहर का, लेकिन अच्छा था. इट इज सेड, चाणक्य पंडित कहते हैं कि कीचड़ में भी अगर सोना पड़ा हो तो उठा लेना चाहिए, चिंता नहीं करनी चाहिए. So of course, we don't sing it regularly because these are not Vaishnav songs. But yes, बात सही है. नगरी हो अयोध्या सी, रघुकुल सा घराना हो, और चरण हो राघव के जहाँ मेरा ठिकाना. So Love Kush did this kirtan, and Lord Ram was attracted, and he called, and all his ministers, all his brothers, everyone sat. Ramchandra said, "Stop everything, just sit and hear Ram Katha." So Ram Katha, and I'll tell you, one of the rules of doing Ram Katha is that it should be spoken in front of the Lord, in front of Lord Ramachandra. So wherever the deities are there, their Ram Katha should be spoken. So that is called Kirtan. So that Love Kush did, which attracted Lord Ram. He was so happy hearing his own Katha, his own stories. It looks like an arrogance, na? Suppose I am sitting and somebody is glorifying Atul Krishna Prabhu. यहाँ जन्म हुआ, अभी कुछ हो रहा था थोड़ा सा. यहाँ जन्म हुआ, ये हुआ. Go on. आगे आर का हो रहा है. Continue. So this looks like an arrogance in Krishna. Well, Lord Ramachandra, was he enjoying? Yes, he was enjoying, because the Ram Katha means stories of his dealings with his devotees. भगवान और भक्तों की कथा पूर्ण जब दोनों होती तभी तो कथा होती है. केवल भगवान की कथा हो सकती है कि केवल भगवान की कथा होगी, उसमें कोई डिवोटी नहीं है, हो ही नहीं सकता. तो इसीलिए उनको आनंद आता है. So that is the second one, Shravan and Kirtan. So this shows there are a lot of things which we can discuss on this, but so Shravan Kirtan, कितने रह गए? Only 7 remaining, right? That we will continue tomorrow, the class. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. I was told I'm supposed to stop at 8:45. I'm late by 5 minutes. Sorry for that. Hare Krishna. So we don't have time for the question answers. Maybe tomorrow we will take. Today we have some other programs also. Huh? Can we take? 2 questions. Okay. 1 or 2 questions we can take. If you have any questions, please. Any of you have? Yes, Prabhu.
You mentioned a few things, but when I remember, you mentioned when values are promoted, Lord Ram appears. So I didn't understand that. Can you please explain that?
Yes. Lord Ram is Maryada Purushottam. Maryada Purushottam means when he was here, he upheld all the values of life. He set the standards, ideals for everything. So now there is a moral decay. We've gone down. So whenever the values are promoted, that means instead of a moral decay, we try to bring some values in life. We try to bring some culture in the society. So that Ram is born means the need of, I was explaining the need of Ram. So that is like Ram, because Ravan, I explained what is Ravan? The arrogance, the greed, the ambition. This is Ravan. So how the Ram will come? Ram will come with self-control, humility, devotion. So that's why wherever the values are promoted, the Lord Ram is born. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. One more question.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I have 2 questions.
Yes.
One is, we talked about mission and ambition. So, and when we start our life as a disciple of a guru, we start to do so many devotional services, like to serve in this mission. But when it becomes ambition, it goes unnoticed. So how to work on it? Ambition is Ravana, you said. So we get attached to some services so much that then it comes on the ego. So how
Our purpose is to get attached to Krishna, not to particular service. We are attached to what happened to this. Hare Krishna. We are definitely attached to serving Krishna. We are not attached to particular service. So that should be made very clear in our mind that we are here to serve Krishna. Today I'm doing this service. Tomorrow I'm asked by my authorities to just change the service happily, because both are Krishna's service. Both are Lord's service. But yes, when our ambitions come in between, we don't realize the mission, then we are attached to one particular service. I'm cooking and I should only be the cooking. How dare this other person comes, and I've been asked for 10 years I've been cooking, and now they're asking me shift from cooking to dressing, or you shift from dressing to serving. That's not very good. It's politics going on, and I don't want to come to the temple anymore. So where ambitions we have given more prominence, the prominence should be for the service. So we are, please understand, we want to get attached to Krishna through service. We don't want to get attached to particular service without Krishna. So that should be our goal. And so when we keep that in mind, then everything goes smooth. So then whichever service you are, you understand that it is Krishna who wants me to do particular service. I'm doing this. Today he wants me to do dressing, I'll do dressing. Tomorrow cooking, I'll do cooking. So to understand that everything, every service to Krishna is considered on an equal level by Krishna. So it is not that if I'm sitting here, now some of the devotees can think this is the best service. Why? Har kisko pehnaya jata hai? Someone who's sitting on the Vyasasana, or prominence kiska, gungan kiska. And oh, Prabhu ji ne bahut acha kaha. So someone can think that this is the best service. Rest all, अभी कहीं कोई अंदर किचन में कर रहा है, किसी को पता भी नहीं है कि क्या हो रहा है. But Krishna knows. So for him, every service is equal. Whether you sit on Vyasasana or you're cleaning the toilet, it's all one for Krishna, because he takes it in that way. The best example is Lord Ram taking Hanuman and squirrel on a same level. Hanuman was trying to build the bridge and squirrel also tried to do, but for Ramchandra it was same. So that should be our consideration.
Krishna Prabhu, the one more question: is self-respect and ego interchangeable words or?
Not at all. Not at all. Self-respect is different, or what you call it, confidence. So confidence is I can do it. Ego is only I can do it. So there is a difference in that, right? So self-respect doesn't mean to always hanker for honor. So we mistake it. Self-respect, I should get this, I should get this. Self-respect means respect the spiritual element within you. Self, what is self? Spiritual element. So self-respect means respect the spiritual element within you. And how do you respect? By acting for the benefit of the spiritual element. That is called self-respect, and it is 100% different from ego. Ego is insult the spiritual element in this body and respect the body. So that is a difference thing into, right?
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll continue this tomorrow morning. I hope I will see all of you tomorrow. कल आप सबसे भेंट होगी. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
jai. Go.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. So Prabhuji will be continuing tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. So requesting the devotees, please come and attend to the class and get the benefit. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Also, Prabhuji will be giving class in Kanu Garden Temple today evening, 7:45. Devotees can attend here as well. Hare Krishna. So we will have some of our dear devotees are leaving the island now. So we will having the glorification of these devotees. Just please be seated here.